Good night, everyone. Johnson. I got this good and got this good all the time. My name is Jazz Springs. If I may give you a little shout news on tonight. And first, we're going to talk about Mr. President Bennett highlights economic transformation and new Mexico wind tower plant. Okay, so August the 10th of this year, United States President Joe Biden had took his economic pitch to New Mexico on Wednesday to how his signature legislature helped turn a previous facility into a wind tower manufacturer. So Mr. Bennett, Democrat, who is running for re-election, said the plan is the latest evidence that the country is on the clean energy, you know, um, manufacturing a part, by billions of dollars in tax credit, including his Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, which was passed in Congress without Republican vote last year. So Mr. President Biden previous administration promised to invest in the United States, only to see jobs and capital move abroad. Now he said the history investment from IRA law combined with requirements to force companies to build supply chain. Now, Antonio, CEO, has said his company in the wind power industry was struggling, before the infusion of the funds from Washington after the IRS passed. Now he said he received his biggest order for wind towers. So the White House and Mr. President Biden campaign are eager to win over skeptical American about the effectiveness of his policy, to boost the economic, to fight the global warming. So we see Mr. President Biden is building, economics, inflation, making it strong, for many jobs for Americans to work. And that's amazing. So in the mix of everything that's going on right now, what's going on right now, he is still working and still creating. So that's amazing. So that's on that. So let's talk about the immigrant at the border. Oh Lord have mercy. Excuse me. Okay, let's talk about immigrant. So the immigrant would be a stressor border wall, and we're talking about the wall right now. Had begun deportation. Now we see the crisis around the world drive more immigration to the United States border. Every day it's more immigrant is crossing the border. Unlawful crossing into the United States from Mexico, have been increasing in a month's time. Immigrants are processing at the location of Brownville, Texas. So the purpose of the border wall. Now they're talking about the wall right now. Former President Trump, he started out with the wall. So the border barrier or the wall is physical separation, that run along or near international border. And now these types of barrier fences are typical construction, for the wall to prevent illegal immigration, decreasing the strain of patrolling the border, by security staff. So the area has significant numbers of illegal crossing. And that's the purpose of them putting the wall up there. Because we had illegal immigrant was crossing over, not coming to the border, but just crossing somewhere else, coming across the United States illegal. So that's the purpose of them putting the wall up there. So the wall is prevent illegal immigration, decreasing the strain of patrolling the border by security staff. The area has significant numbers of illegal crossing. So we can't have illegal immigration crossing to the United States. The wall is not finished right now, but if it works, and prevent illegal immigration from crossing, why not finish it? So we have to expand legal pathway, at the border. If the numbers are still high of immigration crossing, we may have to close the border temporarily till we get the numbers down. So all immigrants have to be legal to cross the border to get to the United States. We can't have illegal immigration crossing the United States. So one, they got to have their ID or their green card. Two, please do not leave unaccompanied alone at the border. You know. So three, you need all personal information with you to cross the border. And you will need to apply for government assistance once you arrive to the United States. So that's why you cannot cross illegal, because you get to another state, they're gonna be asking you questions, and then that's how they're gonna know you cross illegal when you don't have information. So enforcement legal pathway at the border, no illegal crossing. And if we have like 1 million people crossing, the border, that's too many. That's too many. It may have to close down temporarily till we get the numbers down, and then get them back across over. Okay, so another question was asked. This was yesterday. I'm a day late. The body camera. Body cameras are used by law enforcement, to record their interaction with the public or gather video evidence at the crime scene. You know, so so the purpose of the body camera, one on cameras on policy and on officers, is to capture the police community to member interaction in the footage capture, and it can be, invaluable tools for officer and family, prosecuting and other processing evidence, and an ability to provide a level of transparency. So with outside parties that was previous uncheatable. So the question is, they're trying to get rid of the body cameras. But I request that the body cameras are mandatory enforcement to wear at all times. We cannot get rid of the body cameras. We have too much unknown crime is going on. So we need the body camera, not only to protect the police officer, but to protect family members who get caught up getting killed from being at a traffic light, being innocent. So we need the body camera for proof, for right or wrong. So request that the body camera are mandatory enforcement to wear at all time. You know, um, as long as the police officer is on duty, the body camera ought to be worn, and it have to be on when they're on duty. Because we had another situation where the police switch is off. Once you on duty, the cameras have to stay on. It cannot be switched off. So um so the body camera should be on at all time. Long as you on duty, it have to be on. Body cameras are evidence of any incident may occur at the crime scene. So no, we will not get rid of the body cameras. We need the body cameras. We have too much unknown crime is going on to take the body cameras away. So the body cameras are mandatory to be worn and be on at all time, long as the officer is on duty. So we talk about Mr. President Biden. You know, he have the plan, the economics and the inflation, all that is good numbers. He have this plan where um Americans can get jobs. You know, so he fixed it where they could get jobs. You know, to build into economics and inflation up. You know, so with everything is going on, he's still working and creating. You know, so that we see he building economics and inflation, you know, making it strong, you know, for many jobs, you know, for Americans to work. In the mix of everything that's going on, he's still working. Oh, so we also talk about the wall, the immigrant, you know, crossing illegal. So they're talking about the wall. Should they finish the wall or should they just leave it like that? You know, but if the wall is working, and keeping them from crossing illegal. Why not keep the wall? Why not finish the wall? You know, uh, so we can't have illegal immigrant crossing over to have to be legal. You know, and if the wall is working, you know, if they can't cross over because of the wall, we might as well keep the wall up or either finish the wall. You know, but if it's at a point where it's working and they can't cross over from Mexico to another way to the get to the United States, you know, we might as well keep the wall up. You know, so we talk about the body cameras. The question is they're trying to get rid of the body camera. They feel like the officers don't need it. You know, the body camera is mandatory enforcement for all officers to wear, and it have to be on long as you on duty. You know, so that's all the news I have for you today. You know, y'all have a blessed and safe night, and I see y'all on the next video.